Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the gym. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for your patience as I get this stream started. I'm finally home from vacation. I'm very excited to be back, to be streaming. A lot has happened in this last week. Holy moly. So it's not like you guys were strapped for content, that's for sure. It has been a busy week here in the United States. Anyways, I am back and ready to go with some Pokemon TCG related content. Huge thank you to everybody for being here, for the subs to get this stream kicked off. Spike Owens, Lance, Julian Love, Mr. Bagel, Shubhan, Ben Morse, JD, Ferns the Fern, and Yotam. Thank you. I had an awesome week. Let's see, last stream we did was the Gym Leader Challenge Conquest with Eric Weeder from Cardboard Warriors, and that was a lot of fun. Then I took off, immediately finishing that stream. Thank you, Ionios, for the sub. I appreciate it. I immediately took off and headed for Philadelphia, the greater Philadelphia area, where I had an interview scheduled with a judge and a friend of mine, Doug Morsoli, who used to be a photographer in the Pokemon community and a judge. And it was a lot of fun to get to catch up with him and get a little interview going for a project that I'm working on, a long-term project that I'm working on. So I did that. That was not this past Friday, but the week before. And then went out to visit Chincoteague Island in Virginia with my family. Had a great time. Thank you, Horsey, for the sub and the 48 months. 59 months. Thank you. But yes, no, not a job interview. No, you think I did a job interview? No. No way. So, yes, I am still filming for the documentary style videos that I'm working on. And that was awesome. So I had a great time with Doug. And then went on vacation, was at the beach for a week, got a nice tan, went on some runs, got to visit the ocean, went to Ocean City for a day, played a lot of Pokemon Go, leveled up to level 43 in Pokemon Go. Let's go. So that was exciting. Slowly but surely making my way up the ranks. Is the screen looking more red than usual, Pig Chef? It's probably because of my tan, right? My suntan. I do tan pretty heavy. But yes, the Pokemon Grow grind is definitely never ending. Natalie leveled up to 44. She's perpetually one level ahead of me. Level 43 means I got to do PvP. You mean I already do PvP, Lance. All right, I've got a nice team. I've got a real nice team. Let me pull these guys up. Yeah, check this out. I got a sick team, bro. Yeah, let me show Lance. I got a sick team. All right, look at all my dudes. I want to show you. All right, we go to let's see. How do we find the battle screen again? All right, here we go. Battle, Great League. All right, let me show you all my Great League boys. All right. No, I'm not going to have Natalie. That's cheating. I'm not going to have Natalie sack games for me. That is cheating, guys. That is cheating. Okay, here we go. Where's my camera? Come on. Oh, why isn't my foot pedal working? No. What happened to my foot pedal? Oh, I see. Here we go. All right. Yo, look at the squad. All right, hold on. I gotta fix the exposure real quick. Oh, yeah, look at the squad. All right. My Pokemon Go boys. All right. And then, let's see. I got a Mandy Buzz. Okay. With Snarl, Foul Play, and Aerial Ace. Oh, yeah, let's go. I got a Lantern. Okay. Lantern's kind of goated. Okay. I've got, obviously, Altaria used to be better than it is now. Still pretty good. All right. I've got a Noctowl. Apparently Noctowl was decent at some point. I got a Noctowl. Obama Snow. I got Obama Snow. All right. I'm not going to lie. The Shadow Obama Snow is my favorite guy, I think. Thank you, Mime Militia and Jack, for those subs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm a big Shadow Obama Snow fan. I got a Jellicent. I don't like Jellicent. I haven't given it a third attack yet, but I got a Jellicent. I used to rock this Lanoon, okay, back in the day. I used to rock that thing. Not anymore, though. I got a Shadow Swampert. Okay, not that one. This one's got the correct attacks. Yeah, that's the one right there. I don't know. I don't know if Earthquake is the best one, but, like, anyways, he's got the Hydro Cannon, the Mudshot, all right? I got him, he's sick, okay? My Poliwrath with Counter, Power Up Punch, and Scald. He's cool. I love Wigglytuff. I'm not going to lie. Like, sometimes Wigglytuff is just crazy. So, that's sick. I got a Raichu, who's just, like, a good, kind of fast attacker there. I got Skarmory, but that's not the right Skarmory. I got a better Skarmory. Don't I? Tell me I have a better Skarmory. I ought to have a better Skarmory, but I don't. Anyways, I've got Talonflame, all right? Talonflame is that guy. I'm just saying. Talonflame's kind of sick. I've been kind of, I think Talonflame is like my favorite guy in Pokemon Go right now. I think so. He's just like, he's so nasty with the flame charge, dude. He's freaking sick. Got a Wishcash, of course. Yeah, I got a Wishcash. I got a Wishcash. The Shadow Swampert. I got a Pidgeot. I haven't given him the third attack yet. But, I'm still working on my guys. But I got a pretty decent core. Yeah, look, I got a shiny Obstagoon. It's pretty decent. I got guys. We got Toxicroak. How's that Jellicent? I think my Jellicent, he just needs a third attack. Listen, I'm perpetually broke, okay, in Pokemon Go. Look at this. You guys want to see? Here's my biggest boys right here. Raymond, Slando Lando, Thick, Flubber, Horn, Sweat. Yeah, look at me. I've got 9K Stardust, bro. I've only got 9K. Thank you, TV Boy, for the sub. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. I told you, I'm broke, dude. I'm so broke. But honestly, look at my guys. My guys are freaking goated. This Lucky Garchomp, he's crazy. All right, he's almost perfect. I got Shadow Mewtwo. He's pretty good. That was my very first Rayquaza. I also got a perfect Rayquaza. Slando Lando. Okay. Thick. Look at him. Flubber from 2018. That's ancient, bro. I got an ancient. He's so old. 2018. I got a perfect Ray. Let's go. Horn. Perfect Gyarados from 2016. You don't have a perfect Gyarados from 2016, do you? That's right. That's right. No, you don't. You don't. Yeah. Not from 2016. Yeah, and thank you, Kyle, for that tier 3 sub. And thank you all so much for the support and the warm welcome back. I appreciate it. I told you, I be playing Pokemon Go. Oh, I also got a perfect Necrozma over vacation. That was hype. Yeah. For sure. He's terrible, but he's shiny. So, like, I love him, though. Beavis. Look at Beavis. How handsome is he? Thank you, Jav. Appreciate that. Yeah, all right, see. Combat power. Let's see. We'll go to these guys real quick. Listen, we got a lot to cover today, all right? I played a lot of Pokemon Go over vacation, though, so I'm excited to talk about it. Let's see. I think I've got some guys that are pretty good. He's like, I don't know. That's like a pretty decent stat spread, right? He's 1,500. Look at that. That's pretty good. Look at that Clefable. He's pretty good, right? I think last I checked, they're supposed to be good on defense and HP and low on attack. That's last I checked. Everything could have changed, and I wouldn't know. Listen, I'm just a filthy casual, but, I try a little bit. Thank you, Jav. Thank you, It's Thug Nasty, for that sub. That's just a Flygon. Yeah, look at that Mamoswine. He's nice. All right, the Mandibuzz stinks, but that's okay. My Noctowl's pretty good. That's just a Dedenne. That's just a Jolteon. That's just a Nidoqueen. All right, that's my Lantern right now. It could be better, but honestly, at 1498, I feel like that's pretty good. Like that's not bad. My Altaria is pretty decent, I think. That's cool. My Obama Snow, he's sick. I like that, honestly. That's pretty good. That's my Jealous. I feel like that's pretty good. 1496. That's what I'm saying. For a Shadow, like that's a pretty good spread for. I'm telling you, he's my favorite guy by a lot. Yeah. Jellicent, yeah, he's decent. He's decent for a shiny. That's pretty good. Stupid Slowbro. Yeah, my Shadow Swampert's not bad. Anyways. My Wigglytuff is crazy. Shadow, you want high attack? Is that true? My Skarmory. Yo, my Poliwrath from 2016. He's so cool, bro. 2016 Poliwrath. Anyways. I played a lot of Pokemon Go over the weekend. I told you, Lance, I got a decent Pokemon Go team. I'm saying, like, I can certainly win. It's frustrating because I'm like a competitive person, right? And I know I've got some pretty good Pokemon. Lance, I'll have to have you like watch me play sometime. Because like I've got some pretty good Pokemon, but there's times where I get beat and I'm like, I just got outplayed. I know I did, right? I'll lose by like one attack and I'll be like, I got outplayed. I know I got outplayed. And I don't consume any Pokemon Go content. So I kind of like learn by watching what my opponents do. And I would say as far as like Pokemon Go, I get out-tapped, yeah. As far as Pokemon Go battling goes, like I'll watch my opponent like switch a guy out and save their charge move for later, and I'm like, that's genius. I'm like, that's so genius, right? Or like I'll go to like hit a charge move, and someone will have like swapped someone in, like the tap required, like the frame required to swap someone in. Someone will swap someone in the second I clicked to do my charged attack, and they'll like resist it or something. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, how did you know, bro? The pro players, I know. It's insane. I'm like, you guys play this too much for sure. Like you guys play this way too much for sure. But anyways, it's kind of fun. I've been doing a little bit of that lately. I am definitely at the point where like, you know, my opponents are by and large way better than me on the ladder or whatever, because I'm at. All right, here's my stat. You guys want to see my stat spread right now? All right, here we go. What do you guys think my win percentage is in Great League? I've played 75 games. Yeah, and thank you, Jester, for the sub in the 29 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. I need to do some math to figure out what this is. Do you think my record is positive or negative in Great League? I want to know what Lance thinks. This is season. 75 games this season. I've got haters, bro. Read it and weep. You guys, that's right. 42 out of 75. That's 61% win rate. Nerds. Oh, yeah. Let's freaking go. That's 61%. Get wrecked. Yeah. Basically, I'm a pro Pokemon Go player. Is it 56%? Whatever. All right. Maybe I did my math wrong. Anyways, I'm over 50%. I just got back from the beach, all right? The sun took all my brain cells. Over 50%. Let's freaking go. But I will say I'm only 75 games in. So I am at the point now where I am playing against people who are just way, way, way better than me. Yeah. And now it's like, now I'm just like, I'm kind of getting cooked these days. Get to the Elo tier? When do you get to Elo tier? I feel like the battles I'm playing right this second are already impossible. That's crazy. Dang. Full Grip got 2. Level 20? I'm never getting to level 20. That seems impossible. Full Grip's got 2 Pokestops now? That's crazy. Dang. Anyways. Pokemon Go's fun. Yeah, it's a lot of tap, 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 tap. It is. Okay. But there's slightly more to it than that. There is. You tap with strategy. All right. You tap, tap, tap with strategy. And I have to say, like, it's kind of hype because everything's happening so fast, right? In Pokemon Go. It's not like VGC, it's like you sit there, you decide your move, and then it goes. It's like in Pokemon Go, it's like you gotta like frame count and stuff. And you gotta like, oh man, yeah, it's kind of cool. It's cool. Like, if you think about it, the only like real-time Pokemon battling games are like what? Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Go, and whatever that fighting game was that's pretty much dead now. You know, thank you, Colin Wallen, for that Prime sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. Pokken. That's right. Yes, Pokken. Now, the thing is that like I am casually having fun with Pokemon Go. And that's like kind of where I like keeping it casual, because for those of you guys that know, it's almost like if you take anything too seriously, it ruins it. The fun just evaporates, right? Like, ignorance is bliss when it comes to competitive games. you get to the point, at this point, if you're watching this stream, you're probably already in too deep with Pokemon cards, and the fun is probably... the fun probably left the station years ago. Yes. So Pokemon Go, I like keeping it like a nice casual arm's length, right? Because that keeps it fun. That keeps it fun for me. Like when I go to like battle somebody and I win, I feel really proud of myself. And when I lose and like they do something that I wasn't expecting, I'm like, oh, what? Yeah, so that's kind of, it's kind of fun. The mystery is kind of fun. Femi says, I just started with the TCG and you're addicted. That's awesome, Femi. Yo, keep that energy, Femi. We need people like you. Yes. The fun is contagious. It is. The fun is certainly contagious. Anybody who's grinding out games of Charizard versus Gardevoir for the World Championships, I hope they're having fun. I do hope that those folks are having fun. What's going to win Worlds? Charizard or Gardevoir? One of those two decks will win the World Championships. I'm pretty confident about that. Any tips for those starting to play Lost Box? It's tough. Like, you got to put lots of games in with Lost Box, but the best thing you could do with Lost Box is play like open-handed with somebody who knows a lot about Lost Box, right? That's like the best thing you could do, is play with someone who has more Lost Box experience than you. Definitely check, count your energies. Go players are split, deciding on around 65 viable guys for Worlds. You're telling me there's 65? Let's freaking go. That's a pretty decent amount of guys that you could play. In Pokemon Go tournament setting, is it like is your team like 6 guys and you pick 3? Is that how it works? 6 and 3? That's pretty cool. Sometimes on the ladder, I feel like, and I know it's just because I'm bad at Pokemon Go. Like, I know it. But sometimes I feel like on the Pokemon Go ladder, like, someone will pick a lead that just happens to counter my lead. And then I'm like, I just lose. I lose because you started that guy. Like, you started that guy and I started this guy and I cannot win now, And I know it's because I'm bad, but I'm sure there is like an amount of that. It's like when Guardy opens Klefki, literally. It's like the same thing happens in TCG Live, for sure. But then there's so many times where like I open a guy that's just owning my opponent's guy and I'm like, I win now, right? Because like I open a guy that's owning your guy and then you have to switch and then I get to switch into another guy that's owning your new guy, right? And it's just like, you lose, because I know that now I got my guy that owns your guy in the tank and now I got my guy forcibly up against your guy that's still owning your guy. But it's fun in that way, right? It's fun. I still don't know, like, and the ignorance of all of it is so fun. Like, I don't even know all the Pokemon's types. I don't even know the type chart. I'll be like mid Pokemon Go battle. I'll be like, Natalie, ground is like super effective against poison, right? And I'm like, Natalie, what type is Clodsire? Yeah. Like mid battle. I'll be like consulting the type charts. That's my TCG brain, right? You're telling me the Pokemon doesn't have its weakness printed in the corner? What the heck? Yeah, consulting the type chart. Natalie is the type chart. I know. I owe my win rate to Natalie. That's for sure. She knows everything. Yeah, I'm still brushing up on stuff. And then there's also like crazy thing. I just don't know like what attacks the Pokemon can have. I'll be like chilling with my Talonflame, and I'll be like, oh yeah, coasting to a fat dub here, and then someone will come out the cut with a Rock Slide. Like, how's that Pokemon supposed to have Rock Slide? You're telling me they have Rock Slide? Crazy. So. Yeah, Vigoroth. What you mean Vigoroth's got Rock Slide? Or Stone Edge or something like that. But that's like kind of the fun of it though, is that I don't know, like I genuinely don't know what's about to happen. So like that kind of makes the wins really exciting because I don't know if I'm going to win until the final attack is launched. And sometimes I lose thinking full well that I was going to win. Ignorance is bliss, man. Anyways, we got a lot of Pokemon TCG related stuff we're going to be doing today. I've been gone for a week and a day. Yes, a week and a day. And we've got some new stuff on the agenda. I've got the Stellar Miracle boxes. So we've got 6 booster boxes of Stellar Miracle that we're going to be opening. I also have some tie cards that I'm going to be opening. Okay. Which Natalie has labeled for me. And what we're doing with this stuff is we are looking for Electrodes. My wife Natalie is working on a complete 100% worldwide, every language, every card ever collection of Electrode. Thank you, Thea, for the sub and the 30 months. Appreciate you. Yes, she is working on a 100% Electrode collection, and there are some Electrodes that are just really difficult to find because they're not just like listed for sale on eBay. Like, why would like a theme deck exclusive tie Electrode be listed on eBay? Like, it wouldn't, right? So some of them, legitimately, the easiest way to find them is to open them. Now, one of the frustrating things about the Asia-specific prints is that theme decks, unlike the United States and stuff printed by the Pokemon Company International, many of the theme decks from the Asia prints are randomized. So you can buy like a theme deck looking for the theme deck Electrode, and Natalie, this box is empty. Is this box supposed to be empty? There's nothing in there. Anyways, these 3 are full, but that one was empty. Just saying. This one's empty, Natalie. It's got nothing in it. Of the 4 Eevee ones. Hopefully she knew that. But yes, so I'm opening these packs. I'm looking for Electrodes. We're going to be doing that. And then I'm going to be opening the new set Stellar Miracle. So we're going to warm up by hunting for Trodes. And then we're going to get to the newest set, Stellar Miracle. I did tag team last night. If any of you are interested in a podcast that I feature in, a weekly podcast, make sure to check out Tag Team Podcast on all platforms that podcasts are found. You know, Apple Music, Spotify, all that. I recorded Tag Team last night, got to talk to JW and Riley about World Championship testing and all of that. I'm not attending the World Championships to compete this year. And up until a week ago, I wasn't going to be attending the World Championships at all because I'm preparing for the birth of my first child. However, business calls, and so does Big Pikachu. And it turns out I will be attending Hawaii for 48 hours at the behest of the Pokemon Company because I've got business to attend to in Hawaii during the World Championships. So I was up in the air. I was thinking that originally I was going to be maybe streaming over the World Championships, but now it looks like I'm actually going to be on a flight there. And no, not commentary. Something else. There's no way that you can... I know the nature of the business, but you guys don't know the nature of the business. But what I'm saying is that, you know, tune in. You might see me there. Okay. You may see me there. You may. So, we'll see. Secret project is, oh yes, it is on the way, folks. Before you know it, all will be revealed. Before you know it. Yes. In fact, I have already seen... No, I shouldn't say. I've already seen leaks about the secret project out there. They're out there. Anyways. We're moving on. We're moving on, folks. Let's go. Let's get this brightened up just a touch. That looks good. That looks real good. Looks nice. Looks great. All right, who's ready to open some booster packs? Let's go. First up, we are looking for Electrode. Then we're going to start opening Stellar Miracle. That's what we got going on. I've been thinking about the opening, you know, the TCG openings that I do. And in the past, I'd always kind of edited them up for like a YouTube exclusive or a YouTube video or whatever on the main channel, Tricky Jim. But you know, the more I've been thinking about it lately, maybe the pack opening should just kind of live as VOD channel exclusives. Like that could be fun, because really the VOD channel has been popping lately. If you haven't already, definitely make sure to check out the Tricky Jim VOD channel on YouTube. It's where I upload all of my streams in their entirety for you all to watch on YouTube. And we've hit some big milestones lately on the VOD channel. We hit 10,000 subscribers on the Tricky Jim VOD's YouTube channel. So huge thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel and supports the streams over there on YouTube. But, I'm somewhat new to having the two different YouTube channels. Obviously, I have the main channel, Tricky Jim, and I have the VOD channel, Tricky Jim VODs. And trying to figure out, what content lives better on the main channel and what content lives better on the VOD channel. I'm in the process of figuring that out. I think that the VOD channel is great for a lot of things. And lately, I've been really kind of just working on like really high effort videos for like the main Tricky Jim YouTube channel. And a lot of stuff I think I'm okay to just kind of have exist on the VOD channel. And all that. So anyways, I'm figuring that out. So cool. Let's get cooking, shall we? Okay, wonderful. I need to get my chat up on screen so I can see chat. So let me do that. Thank you, Alec, for that sub. I am also in the process of talking to Ben Morse and Alex Carpenter, who were the two finishers with the most amount of badges after the Full Grip Games Gym Leader Challenge League. I'm going to be having a conquest playoff between those two individuals here on the channel. So I'm in the process of scheduling that now, and that should be a lot of fun. It will occur sometime in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, sometime in the next couple of weeks, it will occur. So we're going to get that, that popping as well. They're going to play a best of 7 conquest to determine who is the Full Grip Gym Leader Challenge Championship Series champion for 2024. Sorry, I just got to adjust my camera there. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's go. Okay, first up, we've got the TIE First Impact GX starter decks, which apparently include some Electrode. So we're going to be looking for the Trode and seeing what we find. It feels like I always clip my nails. And I clip my nails intentionally because I don't want to hop on stream with some fangs here, but not great for opening stuff. I think we're a first pack wonder here. I think with Torb comes Trode. Let's freaking go, dude. So I think that's a first pack wonder. Now I'm curious if Natalie wants me to open the rest of them. We could keep the rest, because we've got a Trode right here. There it is. Wow. Look at that handsome ball right there. Yeah. Wow. It's just one. The 2-1 Electrode line. You've got it. Wow. Okay. Great hit for Natalie. We've got Electrode in our first GX starter deck. The First Impact GX starter deck. We've also got a Tapu Koko GX, non-holographic. Starmie. Alola and Saiyan Slash. Nice. Oh, a TIE Rainbow Energy. That's cool. TIE Miltank, TIE Lily, TIE Ultra Ball, Counter Catcher, Rescue Stretcher. That's cool. Rainbow Energy, Guzma. Let's go. All right, that's pretty hype. And of course, I'll be sleeving the most important cards in Dragon Shields, the best sleeves for all of your collectible card games. Make sure to check out dragonshield.com for all the best sleeves and accessories. You can use code TrickyJim at checkout for 5% off any order at dragonshield.com. And if you're looking for TCG singles, of course, make sure to support the channel by shopping at fullgripgames.com, the best place for Pokemon TCG sealed product and singles. All right, so these starter decks we're good on. We got the Trode. Mission accomplished. That is going to go into Natalie's Electrode collection. I'm pretty sure that Natalie has like something like 95% of all. That is the international card back. Yes. I'm pretty sure Natalie has something like 95% of all 86. Oh, I thought it was 90 something. Sad. Okay, up next we've got the Evolution V starter deck. Cool. Okay, here's a Slugma. And I think the way that these work is that... Dang, how do... What's the best way? Is there like a pull tab? Come on. There's got to be a pull tab, right? Come on. Don't they know I just clipped my nails? We've got it. Wonderful. Okay, and this one we've got Slugma, Magcargo, Meowth, and Persian. Ooh, that's a cool Entei. Quick Ball, Pokegear. And it looks like this one, wow, that's cool. Flareon V and Flareon V Max. And then it looks like we've got the grass side of that as well. Heracross. Cool. All right, so no luck in that one. Why is there 3 evolutions and a Calyrex? Good question, Riley. I don't know. Okay, here we go. There is lightning in this pack. Maybe. But what I've learned is that it's not guaranteed. Just because there's lightning in the pack doesn't mean that... Like, there's a pool of lightning Pokemon that could be in the lightning seeded pack. Like, it's not even guaranteed that you're going to get a Voltorb or an Electrode. But yes, why? What is Calyrex doing here? It's like the evolutions in Calyrex. What is Calyrex doing? And how is he involved? All right. Chinchou. 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 Very lonely Chinchou. Lantern. Lantern. Oh, why is my chat frozen here on screen? Let's fix that. Okay. There we go. That should be better. Emolga. Emolga. I think we dodged. No, wait. Kangaskhan. Thundurus. We definitely dodged. Sad. Jolteon V Max and Jolteon V. But we did not get the Electrode there. Very sad. No dice. I still feel good we got one Electrode. I think last time I opened cards for Natalie on stream, I think we like almost struck out on the Electrode situation. Got Psychic again. There we go. This is a terrible idea. Sorry, Natalie. You might get a you might be getting a mod play Electrode there. Look at him, he's squatting. Just wow. Ooh, we are in lightning. The Electrode might be so bodied. Pikachu. All right. Pikachu. Pikachu. Raichu. Raichu. Meowth. Meowth. Persian. Thank you, Sam Pants, for that sub. Emolga? Dodged. Dang it! All right. No dice on the Evolution packs. That's fine. Up next, we've got the EX Compact Starter Deck. Oh, thank you, Sam Pants. I appreciate that. Wow, look at that. That's crazy. Got a Dragonite EX. That's cool. And some Dratini, Dragonair, Floatzel, Floater Senior, Pinchurin, Floatzel, Flow Little, Flow Big. That's a Buizel. Oh, yeah. Trampa. I'm not seeing any Trode there, unfortunately. No Trode, no Trode. Okay. Next one. What are these packs? Like, this is kind of a crazy thing. I mean, like, look how many cards are in the booster pack. Whoa, Miraidon. Maybe Miraidon comes with Electrode. Magnemites, Magneton, Magnezone, Pinchurin, Bulb, Sad. Okay, and the final one of these guys. Ooh, a Clefable EX. That's cool. And the Clay Clefairy. No Trode in those either. All right, so we've got one left. One Trode left to hunt for in the Jet Black Spirit boosters. We're looking for gold Electrode? Good lordy. We're looking for the gold Electrode? Well, what if we hit it, though? Oh, we got a Tapu Fini. We're kind of insane if we hit it, though, you know? Palpitoad. Inky. Malamar. Nice. This guy. Fish. Fish V. Draco Fish. Arctofish. Galarian Wheezing. That's nice. Okay. We've got Fog Crystal. Blissey V. Y'all remember Blissey V? Dang. Feels like just yesterday. I was opening these booster packs in English. Trying to build Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. Another Arctofish. Now, what cool cards can we pull out of the these guys? Stellar Miracle. Is there anything cool in those booster packs? I've probably got like 1 or 2 more streams. 1 or 2 more streams. Oh yeah, Joltik. Let's freaking go. Another Blissey. I've got like 1 or 2 more tabletop streams where I'm going to be showing off Worlds format on tabletop. I've got Jesse coming in next Wednesday, and we'll do like a Worlds tabletop feature with Jesse, since Jesse's going to be going and competing in Worlds. And then maybe, you know, maybe I'll have 1 more guest come in this week to do Standard. And then, so like after next Wednesday, I'm going to be building and showing off the Stellar Miracle cards. But it's still a little while until we get the Stellar Miracle cards in the US. I think September, right? Is it September? I guess that's not that long. We get Shrouded Fable, September 13th. Wow, I mean, got any Arctofish? September 13th, so I'm opening Stellar Miracle today, and then this week and next week will be my last Shrouded Fable testing, and then we're going to get the set. What day does Shrouded Fable come out on TCG Live? Does anybody know? It's very soon, isn't it? August 1st? All right, maybe I got to get Jesse to do August 1st, huh? Is that next Wednesday or next Tuesday? That's next Thursday? It's neither. Oh, that's fantastic then. Okay, great. It's neither. It's neither, Andrew. Well, that's even better, because my plan is for Jesse to come in and stream with me next Wednesday, which is the 31st. Yes. So then I'll get to do tabletop Shrouded Fable with Jesse next Wednesday, and then the set will come out on TCG Live on Thursday. Ooh, Celebi VMAX. That's kind of cool. Fun. No gold Electrode, unfortunately, but we did get some cool cards, and we did get 1 Trode out of all of that, so let's go. Okay. Now it is time, folks. Stellar Miracle is upon us. Let's go. See, should I sleeve in a... I think I'm going to grab some classics. All right. The time is now, folks. We're going to be cracking 6 booster boxes of the newest set, straight out of Japan, Stellar Miracle. These cards are going to be featured in our upcoming Stellar Crown set, which is due out in September. And they are going to be introducing kind of a new mechanics to the to Terra Pokemon. And we're also kind of getting our first ever Stellar Pokemon. Stellar Pokemon don't have their own kind of separate rule box, or they don't have their own kind of separate qualification or whatever. They're just kind of like these white-looking Terra Pokemon that have like multicolored attacks. That's more or less the thing. Stellar Miracle does look like it's going to be a hugely impactful set on the metagame, though, with the new Noctowl engine and the ability to fill your bench up to 8 again, right? So that seems like that's going to be pretty exciting. And I am very much looking forward to the set coming out in English. Should be on shelves in September. And for the next couple weeks, I'm going to be continuing to produce Shrouded Fable tabletop content up until the release date of Shrouded Fable on the Pokemon TCG Live. And then as soon as Shrouded Fable is out on TCG Live, I'll be streaming, TCG Live gameplay with Shrouded Fable cards. But then on tabletop, I'll be producing Stellar Miracle content for you guys to get a preview of what's to come in September. So very thrilled about this. Let's get cracking. Now, of course, I'm going to be sleeving my hits in Dragon Shield sleeves, the best sleeves for collecting and playing the Pokemon TCG. I do like classic sleeves for sleeving hits sometimes because the classics, they feel like a little softer, compared to other formulas of Dragon Shields. They do scuff a little bit easier if you are shuffling them a lot. So I really like the classics for sleeving cards to put in binders. That's something that I use them for quite often. All right, let's get into this and see what we can do. Now, of course, the first booster box is going to be a little bit slower as we kind of take in the new artwork and the new cards, but as we get on to box, 3, 4, 5, and 6, we'll be going a little bit faster. Wow, look at this dude. That Slowpoke is freaking cute. What in the world? I love him. He's great. Fletchinder. Few know, Fletchinder is the coolest bird Pokemon. And Ledian art rare. Wow, that is nice. Look at that, Ledian. I do have a collection of, and Swallowed. I have a collection of Japanese art rares that I keep in a binder, which is something that I really enjoy doing since I do open Japanese cards to create content with. I do end up with a lot of the art rares, and I just love the art rares so much. I always keep all of my art rares that I pull in a binder, and looking back through all of the art rares that have been released over the years is just really, really sweet. There's some incredible ones. I'm pretty sure this guy, he's like if 200 or more damage is dealt to it, it's like you prevent it or something like that. It's got kind of a cool ability. The Drifblim, the Drifblim is like, it does 50 damage times the amount of Drifloon and Drifblim you have in play. And then it does 30 damage to each of those guys. Rhyhorn, Turtle, Melmetal, Diancie, and the new Trumpet item card, which accelerates energy from your discard pile to your colorless Pokemon in play. Right? Something like that? It's like energy from your discard pile to your colorless Pokemon. It's got some qualifications. It's a broken card for sure. But it's got some... Yeah, you like have to have a Terra Pokemon in play, I think. It's really good. But it definitely is like narrow in its use case. Here's the most broken card in the set. I kid. But honestly, this thing's insane. Joltik may only have 30 hit points, but it has got an attack which accelerates up to 2 lightning energy and 2 grass energy from your deck to your Pokemon in any way you like. I don't think they have to be benched. I think they can be any of your Pokemon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it does get 2 lightning and 2 grass from your deck to your Pokemon in play. So, kind of crazy. That card is cool. You know, it might see some... Wow, look at that Electivire. He's kind of neat, too. 220 damage for 2 energy. Why have I not seen this thing? What's the drawback on this card? Anybody know? 150 hit points, 220 for 2? That's kind of crazy. Wow. With the drawback being you can't attack next turn? All of your Pokemon can't attack next... Oh, dang it. All of your Pokemon can't attack next turn. Man. You just got to play Ranger. That's right. All right. Clang. Cling, Clang. Finian. I love that. That artwork's great. Nice little, like, it's got kind of color pencil vibes. Pancham. Who's this? Crispin? Is this Crispin? Search your deck for 2 energy, and they have to be of different types. You put 1 into your hand and attach 1 to one of your Pokemon. That's kind of cool. New energy acceleration supporter. You know what? I got to admit, folks, I got way ahead of myself. I forgot the most important parts of the pack opening stream. Yeah, just gotta moisten up. My fingertips were looking. My fingertips were looking awfully crispy. You know, not crispy, crusty. Yeah, my fingertips were looking awfully crusty, and you just can't have crusty fingertips when you're opening booster packs. You know. So there we go. Now that we got moist tips, everything's gonna be looking much nicer. See, isn't that nice? There we go. Now I can't open anything, huh? Thank you, Insocians, for that Prime sub in the 22 months. Appreciate you. And thank you, Punty Sopesi, for that sub as well that I missed earlier. Thank you. Ooh, that's a nice Electabuzz we've got there. And Vikavolt. Nice. And the fish guy. Fletchling. It's a nice bird Pokemon. Drifloon, Metatites. Hey, yo, who's this guy? Who is he? And Crabominable. Who is this fella right here? Kofu? That's Greg? You're lying to me. That's not Greg. Kofu sounds right. Yes, Kofu. All right, so what does Kofu do? I don't know what all of the cards do. I feel like I was having a very busy week leading up to my vacation, and I didn't get a chance to like look at all of the scans yet and all of the translations. So I'm still kind of like figuring out what a lot of these cards do. It's draw 2, put 2 on the bottom. Yeah, that ain't it. Sorry, Kofu. Not a great card, but still our first major hit, so that's cool. Well, hey, look at that. We've got Terra Galvantula EX. This card is super cool. It's got 260 hit points. It's a stage 1, and it's got 2 attacks. Its first attack does 110 damage, plus 110 more if the defending Pokemon is a Pokemon EX or Pokemon V. And then its second attack, you have to discard all energy attached to it. But then your opponent can't play items. I'm pretty sure it's like 180 damage item lock or something like that. And then, obviously, you can use Joltik's incredible energy accelerating attack to flood your board with lightning and grass energy so that you can attack with multiple Galvantula back to back. So that's a pretty cool card. And, nice. Maybe it's got some potential. Hoot Hoot. We're going to need Hoot Hoot, actually, because it evolves into Noctowl. And Noctowl is like kind of the most broken new engine from this set. There's Gravity Stone. I think it makes it so the defending Pokemon's retreat is 1 more or something like that. It's a new tool card. Little Purloin. That's cute. It's a nice artwork. Applin. A lot of Applins lately. Oh, the Hydrapple's coming soon, I guess. Impidimp. Marowak. And Tornadus. Phalanx. And the new Turtle fossil. Grubbin. He's got some very pointy grabbers there. And then this new supporter. Who is she? The Phalanx is good in GLC. I'm going to have to like pull these up so that I actually know what the cards do so I can like provide some commentary. Let's see. PokemonProxies.com has like almost all this stuff. So it does actually, it just has all of it. I'm tripping. It has all of it. Phalanx says if this Pokemon used Battle Formation during a last turn, it does 90 more damage. Battle Formation, search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. Well, that's interesting at least. The Bouffalant is crazy though. I think this Bouffalant makes it so that your colorless Pokemon, like your basic colorless Pokemon, takes 60 less damage from attacks. But there has to be like another Bouffalant in play, right? It's like if you have 2 Bouffalant in play. All right, Bouffalant has the Curly Wall ability. If you have another Bouffalant in play, all your basic colorless Pokemon take 60 less damage from attacks done by your opponent's Pokemon. Crazy. That's just like, that's tanky right there. That's tankiness. And then you can use the new Rotom to get whatever you want, like to get these guys out of the deck, because the new Rotom allows you to search your deck for 3 colorless Pokemon with 100 hit points or less, which is crazy. All right, let's see what this supporter does. Shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 4. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, draw 8. Shuffle draw 8. I mean, shuffle draw 8 is good, but at what cost? You're dealing with a shuffle draw 4 the rest of the game. Comfy. And here is that Fan Rotom. Fan Rotom's got an ability. I think it's if it's your first turn, you can search your deck for 3 Pokemon with 3 colorless Pokemon with 100 hit points or less and put them into your hand, which is just, I mean, incredibly strong. And then it's got an attack that does 70 for 1 as well. If there isn't a stadium card in play, the attack does nothing. The attack fails. That's cool. Now, you can only use the Fan Call ability once, right? Yes, you can only use it once, and you can only use it on your first turn. That's kind of busted, honestly. And then we've got the new Terrakion, another Joltik, and Cradilly Dally? Something like that. 170 for 2. I think you and your opponent have to have matching hand sizes. I'm pretty sure. That's whatever. Terrakion Purple Edition, all right? Purple Terrakion. We got our Ace Spec as a Toodle. Metatite. Duraludon. And the Tree. This new Tree Ace Spec is really cool. It is a stadium card that allows you to choose one of your bench basic Pokemon that evolves and just go search your deck for Pokemon that evolve from it until it's done evolving, which is crazy. It's just absolutely nuts. It allows you to instantly evolve up one of your Pokemon on your bench. Now, you can only do this once a turn, and the unfortunate thing about the Tree is that your opponent can do it too. It also doesn't proc evolve from hand effects like Charizard EX's ability that accelerates those fire energy into play. Thank you, Concerned, for that tier 1 sub in the 9 months. I appreciate you. Thank you for the supports. But yes, this card is nuts, and definitely can see that seeing some play in evolution-heavy decks. Though at this point, there are so many strong Ace-Spec cards that, like, they're really going to be competing for space in these decks. Lileep, Fido, and Alcremie. Thank you, Incomplete Pokedex, for that sub in the 57 months. I appreciate you. Hand Fossil. Applin. Eldegoss, and the new Melmetal. This card's actually kind of crazy. It does 250 damage for a metal and 2 colorless energy. I mean, this is just a massive amount of damage for a single prize Pokemon to be doing. This card could certainly really shine in Gym Leader Challenge format. In order to successfully use the attack, you do have to discard a tool card from Melmetal. But in Gym Leader Challenge format, you have access to U-Turn Board, which is a tool card that when it gets discarded, it comes back to your hand. So, pretty cool little attack here. I mean, tool cards are already really powerful in combination with metal Pokemon because metal Pokemon have their own unique tools that are good for them, like Metal Frying Pan and Metal Goggles, and metal decks tend to be tankier decks anyways, so I feel like metal decks kind of already like playing tool cards. So that attack just works really well with what metal is already trying to do. Thank you, Pigpen the Wise, for that sub in the 6 months. So definitely stoked about that Melmetal, and look forward to playing that in Gym Leader Challenge format. I don't think that Melmetal is like good enough to make an impact in Standard. When you're talking about single prize metal Pokemon, like why not just play Zacian with its Revenge Blast attack, which can do 220 damage for 3, and it's a basic. Ayo We got the worm, Earthworm, 220 hit points, and it's, oh yeah, what is, this guy does something crazy. Here he is. All right, Kerpow Return ability. When this Pokemon is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, put 2 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. So it's got a little like Rocky Helmet style ability. And then Rock Tomb costs 4 colorless energy and does 150 damage during your opponent's next turn. The defending Pokemon cannot retreat. Now this is a very funny card, but funny does not mean good. And I don't think that these kinds of, you know, Rocky Helmet, recurring damage style abilities have been good. They really haven't been good in a very long time in the Pokemon TCG, and historically have not been very good. There are, I guess, not a lot of ways to easily play around the ability right now because of the fact that Path to the Peak is no longer legal. But you know, if Path to the Peak was legal, then this would be a lot easier to play around. You just put a path into play and you don't have to worry about the recurring damage. But even so, this guy does 150 damage for 4 energy. So you're going to need 4 energy on this thing to be doing 150 damage, which is not even one hit KO like Pokemon V, right? Which is like really bad. You're not going to be one hit KOing any basic Pokemon V or basic Pokemon EX. You're going to be like hitting into them and then hoping that your opponent just takes 8 damage in return by hitting into you with the ability. So I think the Earthworm deck could be very funny and very silly, but I don't think that necessarily it's a very good card, unfortunately. You could absolutely use, yes, Metang to power up your Earthworm, but just because you could do it doesn't mean that it's like great. Oh yeah, this dude is sick. Look at that Raboot. This is probably like the coolest art rare from the set. Raboot is already one of my favorite fire Pokemon, and just such a cool guy. Definitely one of my favorite middle evolutions as well. Just a really well-designed Pokemon. Really, really cool dude. Shout out to all the middle evolutions out there. Like Wartortle is my favorite in the Squirtle line. Raboot's my favorite in the Cinderace line. So many cool, underappreciated middle evolutions, and that's something that I really love about the art rares in general, is that they allow the Pokemon Company to really give some fan service to the to the Pokemon that don't usually get a lot of love, like Raboots or middle evolutions like that. Thank you, Snoopy, for that sub in the 18 months. Thank you. All right, cool. And Dubwoolski. Just leave these guys up. Now, most booster boxes come with 3 art rares and, not Quilladin. Sorry, Quilladin is the worst middle evolution ever created. Sorry, guys. I don't think that there's anybody who's like a genuine Quilladin fan. There may be some people who are like ironic Quilladin fans, but not genuine. Rhyperior. What's Rhyperior do? No one genuinely loves Quilladin. Quit faking. I guess like people may love how ugly he is. All right. While Rhyperior is in the active spot, whenever your opponent plays a supporter card from their hand, prevent all effects of that card done to your Pokemon in play, and then Drill Run does 180, and you discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So really, not the best card. Your opponent can't use boss's orders to bring up your bench Pokemon. Sure, but it's not all that. And then we've got this dude. I forget what he... Oh, is this... No? Who is that? And what does he do? Someone will tell me. Briar? Pretty sure Briar is not that great. Purloin. Dippin' Sauce. Oh, it's the one that's like... Okay, so Briar's interesting, but I don't think it's great. It's the supporter card that you can only play if your opponent has 2 prize cards remaining, but then your Terra Pokemon take a bonus prize on your opponent's active Pokemon, something like that. All right, Kling Clang. What'd that Kling Clang do? Emergency Spin is the ability. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in your hand and your opponent has a Stage 2 Pokemon in play, you may put this Pokemon onto your bench. Oh, wow, that's actually kind of neat. And then Hypersonic Beam does 130, and you discard all energy from this Pokemon. All right, so it's like one of those Pokemon that can instantly pop into play if your opponent has a Stage 2 Pokemon in play. That is funny. Yeah, if you happen to be worried about Chien-Pao, you could, pop down a Kling Clang and then knock out Chien-Pao EX for 2 colorless energy. That's kind of funny. I don't think that Chien-Pao EX is necessarily like the top dog in the metagame right now that everybody's worried about countering, but it is fun that that card does exist. Even with the double turbo energy, you can one-hit KO Chien-Pao since you'll be doing 110 damage after the reduction. Times 2 for weakness. Oh, wow. Look at this card, Per Ugly. That is just wonderful. I mean, my goodness. Yeah, that's a fantastic card art there. Absolutely love that. So good. Just love it. I love that. Yo, we got our first Terapagos EX. A basic Pokemon EX with 230 hit points and 2 attacks. Its first attack does 30 damage times the amount of bench Pokemon you have, except you cannot use it on the first turn of the game going second. So the earliest you could possibly use this attack is turn 2 going first, and it can do up to 240 damage. And its second attack does 180 damage, and you prevent all damage done to it by, I think, non-colorless basic Pokemon is the effect of the attack. So you could wall off the likes of Raging Bolt or Miraidon and stuff like that. 230 hit points, good amount of HP to have as well, especially when combined with the Bouffalant, making it so that the Terapagos takes 60 less damage if you have 2 Bouffalant in play. Still have not seen the Noctowl yet. Noctowl is a pretty crazy Pokemon that allows you to search your deck for 2 trainer cards when you evolve it, so long as you have a Terra Pokemon in play. So obviously kind of printed to go alongside this Terapagos EX. Terapagos EX is certainly one of the decks that I am most interested in building from this new set. I've seen players in Japan combining Terapagos with Palkia V-Star. Yes, since Palkia V-Star can accelerate energy into play and also does more damage for the amount of bench Pokemon you have. And with the Noctowls, you can search for Prime Catcher and Canceling Cologne, so you can very easily get the turn 2 Prime Catcher Canceling Cologne, Radiant Greninja, knock out 2 bench Pokemon, and then you're kind of off to the races with your Terapagos as kind of like a backup attacker as well. Just a really gnarly deck I'm kind of seeing arise out of Japan. Carnivine and Tortuga, Impidimp, and some little berry thing. Okay, what's the little berry do? There's so many new cards. I haven't really looked at any of these yet. Whenever the Pokemon this card is attached to is damaged by an attack from your opponent's fire Pokemon, this Pokemon takes 60 less damage from that attack. Okay, then discard this card. So it is like a buffer against fire Pokemon. That is interesting. Thank you, Stevie B, for the sub and the 30 months. Grass Rotom. Hello, friends. Look how cool you are. And Salandit, Fletchling, Zeraora, and another berry. This berry is Payapa Berry. Whenever the Pokemon this is attached to is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Psychic Pokemon, this Pokemon takes 60 less damage from that attack and then discard this card. That's cool. Apparently the Grass Rotom, 30 damage, and before doing damage, discard all tool cards and special energy cards from your opponent's active Pokemon. That's pretty cool. It's like a kind of like a Righteous Edge style attack. Discarding special energy is neat, but you also get rid of tool cards. Cool. Chargebug. I think this Chargebug has like a water duplicate style ability or attack, right? Oh, the Rotom discards all special energy. That's kind of fun. That is kind of fun. Could be a good control card. I mean, with, you know, interesting. Yes. So the Chargebug allows you to search your deck for 3 Chargebug and put them onto your bench. Same as the Mirage Step Curlia, same as water duplicates before it. This is often proven to be one of the strongest ways to get Stage 2 Pokemon into play. But, yeah, that's pretty cool. If they print like a Vikavolt EX, maybe this becomes like a meta deck or something. But as it is right now, I don't think that the Vikavolts are quite strong enough to warrant like building a deck around. But, you know, keep this guy in mind. Could be big. Yo, Meditite. Let's go. On the swing, it's a cutie. That's awesome. You got the Chatot there in the background. Yeah, I don't think that the Vikavolt that does damage based on your Chargebugs, I don't think that card is good enough to like be a meta deck though, right? I do think that there would need to be like a Vikavolt EX. In order for this, we're like seriously, in order to compare Vikavolt with like Charizard or Gardevoir, you're going to need a better attacker than that thing, right? Yeah, that is a cutie. Love that. Testing for the World Championships, JW and Jesse and Riley have been putting some games in it. It just seems like the good decks are just so good right now in the Shrouded Fable format. It does seem like it'll take quite a bit to be able to compete with those top tier meta decks. Your Gardevoirs, your Charizards, your Regidragos, your Lost Box. I think that, JW was calling Gardevoir EX like the perfect deck and said that Charizard EX is a near perfect deck. I think that I feel like Charizard is going to win the World Championships, but I feel like it's going to be either Charizard or Gardevoir, but I feel like Charizard is kind of best positioned right now, if you ask me. And we've got the new Stadium, which allows you to have up to 8 Pokemon on your bench, so long as you have a Terra Pokemon in play. So obviously, you're supposed to be playing that with a Terra Pokemon like Terapagos, and then you can fill your bench to 8 and boost up its attack. So that is hype. Finian, Scorbunny, another Joltik, and our new bridge friend, is this Arcaludon? Is that what this thing is? Arcaludon. It's a stage 1. It evolves from Duraludon, and it's got an ability and attack. Let's see what it does. Arcaludon, huh? It's got the Steel Bridge ability. Your Pokemon with any metal energy attached to them have no retreat cost. That's nice. And then Iron Blaster, just 160.
and this Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. But the Steel Bridge ability makes it so that all your Pokemon with Metal Energy have free retreat. So that's pretty cool. 180 hit points, respectable as well. That's a mighty fine bridge we've got there. Yo, thank you, Jack, for the sub and the 3 years. I appreciate it. Big shout out to Purple Cliff. If you haven't already, make sure to check out Purple Cliff on YouTube. He creates some awesome Pokemon content over there. Thanks again, Purple Cliff, for the continued supports. Fan wrote him. That guy is going to be a staple in those colorless decks. Grubbin and, oh yeah, Fido, right? There's like Doe Jr., and then this is like Fido Big. I don't know. I think it's Fido. It evolves from Little Doe. Anyways, Fido, 250 HP. Dashbun. There we go. All right, the little one's Fido. This is Dashbun. Yes. It's got... I remember this card not being very good. That's kind of what I recall about it. But anyways, it's nice little puppers. Rhydon. Wooloo. Oh, yeah. It's a nice Wooloo artwork there. I saw people posting about this artist. I think this is like one of their first cards, which is really cool. Maybe I'm mistaken on that, but I saw some talk about it on the X platform. There we go. Cubone. Laleep. I do love this Electabuzz. It's super gnarly. Crabominable Snowman. And Electivire. And then still not a single Noctowl in this first booster box so far. Yep, no Noctowl. All right, that's it for booster box number 1. We got the tree. Woo! We got the tree as our ace spec. Couple of fan rotoms, which is great. 1 trumpet. And 1 Bouffalante. 1 of these new stadiums. And we did get a Terapagos, which is great. We got the Galvantula EX. That guy. Kofu. And 3 absolutely stunning art rares. The Reboot, a clear favorite of mine. Okay. Box number 2. Let's get after it. I feel like I've been... I was going to say I feel like I haven't been pulling any secret art rares lately, or secret illustration rares, which is not true. For Shrouded Fable, I pulled the secret rare monkey, the secret rare dog, and the secret rare bird. I pulled all 3. But it's been a while since I've pulled a secret illustration rare supporter, I think. So that would be hype. If I could pull a secret illustration rare supporter, we would like that. Awesome. We've got the Laleep. All right. When I first saw this artwork, it prompted a lot of thoughts, because like the Laleep is like in a tank in the human's house, right? But like, does the Laleep like being in the tank? Do Pokemon enjoy being in Pokeballs? I suppose the tank seems like it is less constraining than a Pokeball, but apparently Pokemon love being in Pokeballs. Allegedly. I don't know. That's what the humans say. But does the Laleep really like being in a tank? I don't know. Is the Laleep underwater here? I guess maybe it is. So maybe it needs to be in the tank. And then we've got the new stadium as well. It's great. We need that. It's like an aquarium? Yeah, I guess so. That's fine. I'll allow it. Thank you, Hiker Ant, for that sub in the 11 months. Thank you all so much for the support and the welcome back after my vacation. I appreciate it. Hoot Hoot, Laleep, Fido, Salazzle, and a Wok. Little Comfy. There's Impydimp Senior. I do forget his name. Impydimp Big Guy. Morgrim. Excuse me. I'm sorry for forgetting Morgrim. Who could possibly forget Terapagos EX Full Art? Look at this thing. All right, and another trumpet. Burp, burp, burp. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Okay. Stop with the Blues Clues. All right, look at this. We've got a Terapagos EX and a trumpet. Very nice. It's our second trumpet so far. This is pretty cool. Now, I have to say, up until this point, I have been extremely unimpressed with like the Terra full arts. My favorite part about this particular Terra full art is the rainbow border. However, and I like the colorful stars, but like I don't know, it's still just like not. I don't like them very much. I still just don't like the full arts and the design of the full arts like all that much. It feels like they kind of just get lost, especially with like this artwork. I had to look at this card for like a solid minute to like figure out where the Pokemon was, right? And I don't think that's just me. I'm looking at it, I'm like, what's actually going on here? But still, I guess like you could love it because it's ugly, right? There you go. Like, who's this little turtle man up here? You got like little turtle man, and then you've got bigger turtle man, and then turtle man's on top of the whole world with all the gemstones. It feels kind of like muddled. That is like how I would describe. The artwork doesn't pop. It feels muddled. Morris says, if I played the game, I would like it. Disagree. Playing the game has nothing to do with the lackluster visuals and my interpretation of them. Yeah, thank you, Focus Fox, for that Prime sub and the 52 months. I appreciate that. Yeah, I can appreciate a great piece of art without having, knowing the lore behind it. It just is like, it just kind of look like the colors don't pop. The contrast is not as high. For a card that's like white, like colors on white, this thing should pop off the page, right? But like it kind of just looks muddled, unfortunately. Anyways, cool card. And, certainly won't mind playing it if it comes down to it. Chinchou. Okay, we got another Melmetal and our second Bouffalant. That's great. Wait, are you guys telling me the Pokemon... So Terapagos... Whoop, Terapagos is this entire thing? The entire thing. That's just ridiculous. I still don't like it. All right. Metacham EX. Alrighty then. Very cool. There's a box form, stellar form, and terrestrial form. Tornadus and not Lilligant. Laleep. I'm telling you, if you get put on the spot, Credilli, you get put on the spot, it's so easy to forget Pokemon's names when you're put on the spot like that. It's the easiest thing in the world. Like, when I'm not live, I know all the Pokemon's names when I'm not live. All of them. Do you believe me? When I'm not live and I'm looking at English Pokemon cards, I know all the Pokemon's names. Yeah, that's Gulpin. Oh, yeah, look at him. He's Gulpin. See? That is a beautiful artwork right there. Illustrated by Jerky? Heck yeah, dude. That is so sick. Absolutely love that. The colors are great. The card pops. I mean, see the difference? Like this card just pops, you know. It pops. It's got good presence to it. Yeah. Yeah, this muddled. Like, somehow you have colors on a white background and it looks muddled. Like, how do you even accomplish that? Like, it should, if you have a white background, things should pop more somehow. But anyways. The art rares are beautiful. Gosh, I love that card. Okay, yeah, this is definitely one of the pulls of the set for sure. Per Ugly. And this is, yep, Morgrim Sr. Uh-huh. He's nice. And Talonflame. Love that. Grimmsnarl. Right. Thank you, Thayer, for that Prime sub in the 34 months. Thank you. Arcaludon. A Yo Galvantula. Number 2. Let's go. Awesome. Working our way towards a spider deck. Impidimp the Third. I do like that. I know. Where is Noctowl, dude? Like, Noctowl is in this set, right? I would like to build Galvantula, yeah. I'm going to need 4 Noctowl, you know? Preferably more, because I might want to play like 2 decks with Noctowl in them. Another fan wrote him. Do I actually remember Pokemon's names off stream? Of course I do. Of course I do. It's just because I'm put on the spot. I'm telling you, the being put on the spot factor is... Yeah, when I'm looking at... Nice, we got the Crystal Ace back. Yeah, when I'm looking at English cards, I never forget the names, guys. I never. It's only a problem I have when I'm looking at Japanese cards. Riddle me that. All right, this is the Sparkling Crystal Ace spec, which says the attack cost of the Terra Pokemon this card is attached to is reduced by 1 of any type of energy. So that could be used to help make some really expensive, powerful Terra attacks cost 1 less. And keep in mind, this card is not just useful for these new stellar Terra Pokemon like Galvantula. You could use this for any Terra Pokemon like Charizard or, you know, whatever. So, that's pretty cool. Just saying. Neato. I'm also very pleased that I have pulled 2 different ace specs at this point. That is great, because I've certainly had box openings where I open multiple of the same a spec over and over and over and over again. Hey, yo, look at this dude. He's a bridge, just walking down the street. How funny is that, dude? Like, you're a literal bridge walking around. You're like a bridge with like a heartbeat and a pulse, presumably. And like, you're walking around and like kids are petting you and stuff. Kids are like petting you. And you're like, I think I'll stop at the little grocery mart and get some, get some food or something like that. Wonderful. Yeah, these kids love engineering, huh? Yeah, the art rares, they're the coolest cards by a lot. Like, if you look at all the... I guess I'll put... No, I don't feel like... I'm not sleeving all the hits. Like this thing, I ain't going to sleeve that. I'm going to be honest with you. But, like, the cool cards, I'll sleeve the cool cards. Like, of all the cards that I've opened so far, yeah, the art rares are, like, the coolest by a lot. And we've even seen some of the... we've seen some of the market start to reflect that as well. Like, that art rare Magikarp? Isn't that art rare Magikarp like $100? Something like that. That's crazy. The Eevee is worth a lot too. Grimmsnarl. 120 for the carp, dude. That's crazy. Nice. We got another stadium, so that's number 3. So we're doing fine on those. Wait, someone look up, what's the market price? Like, what's the average price of a shining Magikarp from, like, the old Neo sets? Yo, look at him. We've got Hydrapple EX. Hydrapple's first Pokemon card. That's so hype. 330 HP. It's got an ability. It allows you to attach a grass energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon and heal 30 damage. And then its attack does 30 damage, plus 30 more damage for the amount of grass energy you have in play. That is a very cool card. In my opinion, the fact that the art rare, like that English art rare Magikarp and Shining Magikarp are like even in the same ballpark as far as price goes is just like absurd to me. That's so absurd to me, right? Yeah. Like Shining Magikarp, that's like objectively one of the rarest Magikarps there is, and it's like a really cool card, and it's shining, and it's old, right? And it's, $150, $200, and then like the Magikarp art rare that was released in the last year is $125. That's crazy. It's like cards, like what I don't get is, yo, Lapdog? Let's go. Still, we have not seen a Noctowl yet. This is tragic, folks. No Noctowl. But here's Lapras EX, 220 HP. It's got an attack that does 40 damage times the amount of energy attached to it. And then it's got this attack that allows you to look at the top 20 cards of your deck. That's right, 20. See it? The top 20 cards of your deck. And you can attach all energy you find there to your Pokemon in play. Kind of an unhinged attack. I don't know if it's like, gonna have any use, but like, kind of ridiculous, honestly. Okay, 2 boxes in. No Noctowls yet. Surely the third box will provide. Imagine looking at the top 20 cards of your deck and only finding like 2. Can you even fathom the disappointment of whiffing? I've seen at least a few hoot hoots. Got another tree. Wonderful. That's our third trumpet, I think. Maybe fourth. So we're not sweating the trumpets. We're not sweating the stadiums. But, like, the Noctowls, at this point, yeah. Look at him, dude. Look at this guy. Yeah, look at this turtle. All right, this might be the best artwork from the set. This might be. I mean, look, he just lives in a little cave by himself. It's like this turtle is just sitting on his porch on a rainy day, and he's just sitting there smiling, and it looks like, you know, if you were a wandering Pokemon and you needed some respite from the weather, Turtonator would gladly invite you in, maybe serve you up a hot pot of tea or get you a coffee, a warm donuts, and send you on your travels. Yeah, this is certainly a Turtonator that is not intimidating. This is the most lovely Turtonator I've ever seen. It's absolutely incredible. And this is why the art rares are so sick. Thank goodness they're doing these. I mean, look at how much character you get to bring to a Pokemon with these art rare cards. That's so cool. And that, you know, this is what got me into Pokemon cards in the first place. The artwork, you know, getting to see a Pokemon just like look and be really expressive on the card. I mean, this is what got me into the franchise as a whole. Is stuff like this. It's stuff like this that got me interested in Pokemon in the first place. You know, back in 1999, you know, Pokemon existed in the anime, which was exciting. They existed on your Game Boy, you know, on a little Game Boy, and they had their pixel art, which hadn't come a very far way yet. Okay, this card's nuts. Check that out. Hydrapple EX Secret Art Rare. Wow. Look at that. Let's freaking go. Yeah, and thank you, Sonny, for that sub and the 50 months. I appreciate you. Yeah, this card is crazy. Wowee. What a neat card. It looks like, you know, ancient. It looks like it's like an ancient piece of art or something scrawled on a cave. Yeah, it's really cool. It does feel kind of Zelda-esque. Yeah, you're right. Gosh, that is a sick card. Wow, that's nuts. Like, how cool is that? Like, I promise you, this Hydrapple card is cooler than any digital rendition of Hydrapple that you'll ever see. Like, this is the coolest rendition of Hydrapple that exists. Like, period. That's insane. Absolutely nuts. Beautiful card. My goodness. That's crazy. All right. I don't know. Maybe that's my favorite pull from the sets. Goodness. There's a lot to love here for sure. Medicham. A lot to love in the set. Not you, Medicham. Sorry. So I need to find the Deluxe Bomb A-Spec. I've got that one left. And I still got to find Noctowls. Which at this point, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about. I mean, I suppose I could hop on eBay and just see what we can do, but goodness, I mean, you would think with opening 6 booster boxes, I should not have to do that. Not for a Noctowl. Excellence. Excellence. That is Terapagos EX number 3. Number 2, if we're not counting the pretty full art. Definitely stoked on that. Is there an art rare Noctowl? Like, it seems ridiculous. Like, what rarity is the Noctowl, right? Like, rare enough. Yeah, that's true. Ultra rare. Rarer than Terapagos. How many of these Melmetal? It's like, how many of these Melmetal have I seen? Okay, there's Fido Senior again. Doshbun. Okay, at this point, it feels comical, right? Nice. We got Archaludon number 2. That's our first duplicate on the art rare fronts. Okay. Another Lapdog. Lapras, officially more common than Noctowl. Officially. And I want 4 of these Noctowl, you know? Like, so, not being on the board with 1 Noctowl yet feels kind of crazy. Fan Rotom's nice. Come on. Come on, Noctowl. That's our 4th stadium, at least. I know I have at least 4 now. So we've got to play a set of those. Dude. If we whiff Noctowl in 3, I mean, it's got to be possible for me to get 2 Noctowl in a single box. All right, let's freaking go. He is in here. He is. He exists. This is crazy. This is my first Noctowl. I've opened dang near 3 booster boxes so far. And there we go. We finally got Noctowl. But I want to use this one in my binder. I don't want to have to use this one for gameplay. I'm looking for just the common Noctowl. Anyways, or the rare, or I guess the extremely rare Noctowl at this point we've deduced. Noctowl has got this ability, Dual Hunt, which says when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, if you have any Terra Pokemon in play, you can search your deck for 2 trainer cards and put them into your hand. having a Terra Pokemon in play is extremely easy. All you have to do is have like a Terapagos or any Terra basic Pokemon in play, and you can use Noctowl's Jewel Hunt ability. You can even search Noctowl out of the deck with Fan Rotom. Fan Rotom's Fan Call ability allows you to search your deck for 3 Pokemon with a 3 colorless Pokemon with 100 hit points or less and put them into your hand. Noctowl conveniently has 100 hit points. So you can search out Bouffalant, you can search out your Hoot Hoots, you can search out your Noctowls. And yes, you can only use Fan Call on the first turn of the game, but you can search for like 2 Hoot Hoot and a Noctowl so that next turn you're ready to use Noctowl's ability, which kind of gives you a guarantee play for the following turn. Jewel Hunt is an incredibly strong ability. I cannot overstate how strong this ability is. Anybody who played through Shady Dealings Inteleon in standard formats knows how good it is to search your deck for trainer cards when you evolve. So this Noctowl is going to be nuts. Obviously, the Terapagos EX deck likes to have a wide bench anyways, so you're going to want to fill those bench spots with useful Pokemon like Noctowl. And then I've seen a lot of players from Japan combining Noctowl with Origin Form Palkia V-Star. And look how we've come full circle, because do you guys remember the first Palkia decks that were good were Inteleon with Origin Form Palkia V-Star? And now we've basically got Inteleon back in the form of Noctowl, and Noctowl is getting paired with Origin Form Palkia V-Star again. And it's like we've got the same exact deck back in standard. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And with the new Stadium card, so the combo is to have, you're going to have Terapagos, you're going to have Palkia, you're going to have Noctowl, you're going to have Fan Rotom to help get everybody out. And then you got the Stadium card. With the Stadium card, you can have up to 8 Pokemon on your bench. So that means that you'll have plenty of room for all these dudes, right? And with 8 Pokemon on your bench, Terapagos can do 240 base damage. And your Palkia, what? Can do 8 times 2, 160. Well, how much can Palkia do? What? Palkia can do a ton, can't it? Because it's both. Palkia counts like both players' bench, right? Is that what it does? Yes, it counts. It's like way over 300 because it was maxed at 260 before. So with 3 more spots, you can hit up to 320. Yes, if both players have max bench, you can hit 380. But yes, if your opponent has a full bench, you can hit up to 320 damage with Palkia V-Star. Yes. Its current cap is 260. Yes. So that's why people are playing Palkia with this, because Palkia can hit up to 320 damage, which is insane. So, wow, I cannot believe that our first Noctowl was the art rare. How ridiculous is that? Still have not seen a regular art Noctowl. Last pack? Nope. All right. The hunt continues. For regular art rare Noctowl. Oh boy, oh boy. We'll see what we can do. Box number 3. 4. Box number 4. Goodness. I'm already through 3 boxes. Come on. Imagine if these were all Noctowls, though. 3 bridges. 3 Archaludon. And how many Ledian have I pulled? A ton. Okay, we got another stadium. We got plenty of stadiums now. Plenty of Hotoots, that's for sure. Another Trumpets. And here we got Crispin Full Arts. Okay, we've got the Full Arts Crispin supporter. Very cool. Like I said, I haven't been able to find any Secret Art Rare supporters lately. I've been getting Full Art supporters. It's a cool card for sure, but still missing those Secret Art Rare supporters. But Crispin is super cool. Allows you to search your deck for 2 basic energy of different types, attach 1, put 1 into your hand. So definitely an interesting supporter. I think that decks with the Noctowl engine can choose to play like 1 or 2 Crispin, and that way you can kind of just search it out on the key turn that you need it and use it to accelerate energy. But as with any supporters that don't draw you cards, Lapdog. As with any supporters that don't draw you cards, you do have to figure out, like, okay, well, what's my draw engine going to be? If my draw is not going to be, if I'm not going to be using supporters to draw cards from the deck, how am I going to draw cards from the deck? So that is something that you have to keep in mind. Hoot Hoot. Is it possible? Do you guys think it's possible to go 6 boxes without finding a regular art Noctowl? That would be very strange. I've always said that I have an easier time pulling Ayo, tree number 3. I have always maintained that I have an easier time building decks out of cards that I open from Japanese booster packs than I do from English booster packs. And that's just, for the most case, true, because the Japanese sets are smaller and, it's easier to target down what you want to pull out of a Japanese booster pack. Yo, Milcery? Is it Milcery or Milcery? How do you actually say this Pokemon's name? Is it like a hard K? Or like a S, like an S? Soft C? Milcery? 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 Yeah, Milcery seems wrong. Right? I'm getting mixed reports in the chat. So it looks like you guys don't know either. That was very cute, though. Milcery, huh? Chip says milk? When have you ever heard Trainer Chip say Milcery? In what context? There's never been a competitive Milcery, right? Oh, on uncommon energy, huh? Another Hydrapple. EX. Let's go! There he is. All right, it's a holo rare. Okay, I guess slightly harder to find. It is a hollow rare. So it is a little difficult, but we found it finally. Goodness. I can't believe it. Box 4. We finally got our first Noctowl. Now I have to hope that like every other box has Noctowl in it. Like at least one. Have I had boxes where I hit like multiple of the same hollow rare in the same box? I'm not sure. I feel like I have like... Oh yeah, there's no such thing as a non-hollow rare anymore. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Knife Laugh Love, for that Prime sub in the 28 months. Well, let's freaking go, dude. Excellent. So we got that. Wonderful. Hard fought. Does anybody who knows anything about Japanese pull rates at... Wow, this is our first long neck guy, too. That's cool. Raging Bolts. Why did I bend it? Look, it's kind of... He's curly, bro. He needs... Yes, he needs some... Needs to be ironed out a little bit. There you go. They got kind of a... Coming out of the pack a little pringled. There we go. Raging Bulk. Excuse me. Bolt. That's cool. Keep him out. It's our first one of those we've seen. But yeah, they're not... I think that... Our first Cinderace, Zach in the chat says that it's not a good card. All right, I'll take your word for it. Cinderace EX, 320 HP, and it's got this attack that does 280 damage. Pretty sure the drawback is that you can't use it next turn, which is very, very classic for these kinds of attacks. And then it's got an attack that does 180 damage and something or another. Let's go look. I'll look it up. Yes, so Flare Strike, can't use Flare Strike next turn. Garnet Volley, 180 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon, so it snipes. Now, the big question with Cinderace is this card better than Charizard EX? And the answer to that is no. It's got a cool free retreat. That's cool. I'll give you that, sure. But is this card better than Charizard EX? No, it's not, chat. It's not. Charizard EX is better, right? So you're pretty much always just going to be having a better time building a Charizard EX deck. Always. Now, we saw the same exact thing happen with Incineroar EX. Do you guys remember how many... Do you remember how many Incineroar Copers there were out there? Do you remember? You remember how many Incineroar Copers there were? Incineroar EX, and I tried to tell you guys, Incineroar EX, not good. You're gonna get the same thing with this guy, okay? Bunch of Cinderace Copers out there. Nah, Cinderace Copers. That card is not as good as Charizard. It's just not. I guess you'd have to play it alongside Charizard. But then you wouldn't have, you know what I mean? Then you're like skipping out on the other insane cards that you'd be better off playing. I remember. So can you pull, imagine if these were all Noctowls. Can you pull the same hollow rare twice in a booster box? All right. There we go. Cool. Little leap number 2. I suppose I can pull 2 Noctowl in the same set if I don't get if I get the art rare, right? Archaludon. Worm. That's okay. I have a couple of weeks until I'm going to be building these next format decks. Well, this week and next week. So that should give me plenty of time to be able to source a couple of Noctowl, which has been tough to find. I do have 2. It's possible I could end the stream with 4 if I pull 1 Noctowl in each of these final boxes. And I suppose, like, most decks will probably only play like 3 max, right? Like, we don't actually think that Noctowl decks are going to play 4 Noctowl, right? I don't know. We certainly played 4 Drizzile, didn't we? I guess, yeah. 4, that's a lot, you know? I think 3 is probably... Because you can discard them and put them back into play. Right? So that's kind of what I'm thinking. You know, if the stadium gets discarded, then you discard them. Oh my gosh. Another bridge. I've got a playset of bridge. A playset of art rare bridge. Drizzile did also have Scoop Up Net. It might just be 4. Yeah. It certainly could be 4. Especially because there's just not an easy ball card to search it out, right? And it's kind of the card you just want to, like, have it in your hand. Another Trumpet. Hey, we got our first exploding bomb. Let's go. It's a new A-Spec card. And we'll see what it does. Deluxe Bomb. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and takes damage from an opponent's Pokemon, put 12 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. If you put any damage counters on that Pokemon, discard this card. So, there you go. It places 12 damage counters on an attacking Pokemon when they hit into this. But it only procs once, and then it gets discarded. And your opponent could always play around it if they play a card like Lost Vacuum or Jamming Tower. I'm not super high on cards like this that are, you know, situational. I'm not a fan of cards like this that can be removed before they have a chance to be effective, right? The effect is strong, for sure. I mean, placing 12 damage counters is good, but your opponent has to hit into it. With a card like Prime Catcher, when you play the Prime Catcher, it's guaranteed to have an effect. When you play the Deluxe Bomb onto your Pokemon, it is not guaranteed to have an effect. Your opponent could just play a Lost Vacuum, or they could play a Jamming Tower, and then they just don't have to deal with this at all. So I'm not a fan of cards that are designed like that, especially when you're talking about a card as powerful as your A-Spec, right? Your A-Spec should have a guaranteed effect on the game. It's kind of my thoughts on it. Now, obviously, there can be powerful A-Specs that are tools. I mean, The Hero's Cape certainly comes to mind. I mean, giving your Pokemon 100 more HP is insane when Pokemon can have up to 400 HP. I mean, with the cape on, they can have over 400 HP, right? So it's kind of crazy. There we go, Lapras. But all in all, I'm just not really a big fan of those types of effects because it just gives your opponent an opportunity to play around it. Now, a card like Life Dew, I mean, that was a tool card. And did eventually get banned in expanded format, but that's because it denies a prize card and could be looped infinitely from the discard pile with cards like Junk Hunt, Sableye. So if you could somehow, yo, nice, another Raboot. If you could somehow easily loop that A-Spec from your discard pile over and over again, like, sure. But I kind of already talked about, like, what? You want to build the world's funniest deck, and you could have, like, you could have your Earthworm deck, Earthworm EX with the bomb on it. Is that what you guys want? Is that what you want? You want the Earthworm bomb deck? Is that what you want? And you just want your opponent to stop hitting yourself. Oh, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Oh, Life Dew isn't banned? I thought it was. It's Sableye got banned, right? Something like that. I thought Life Dew was banned. I guess it's Sableye, right? I don't know. I don't keep up with the expanded ban list, but Sableye was banned. That's ridiculous. Sableye? They're gonna ban my Dew Sableye, but the card like Bunnelby is legal. Okay. Is Bunnelby legal and expanded? It's ridiculous. Bunnelby is like just as good. Some would say better. As it can also pivot into a mill strategy. Thank you, J-Lo Main, for that sub in the 3 months. And we got another Milkery. Why can't you be knocked out? Why? You know how many of these Crocodile I've opened? At least a playset. Probably a playset of these Bridge as well. Probably 2 playsets of the Bridge if you count my art rares. Another Hydrapple EX. Rhyperior, probably got a playset of those as well. I'm hurting, man. We're low rolling the Noctowls. There we go. I think that's Galvantula number 3. Maybe 4. Oh, we've got another Milcery pronunciation defender here. Yo, okay. Is it Milcery or is it Milkery? Bravery Charm? Plus 50 hit points to your basic Pokemon? Gold? That's pretty hype. Honestly, it's a broken card. Very good. And having the gold version means I can play it in any of my Gym Leader Challenge decks. So that is awesome. Love it. It's Milcery. That's what I thought. I was saying Milcery was my first inclination. There we go. Beautiful pull there. I love gold. Yep. Another box. No Noctowl. That is 2 Noctowl. 2 out of 5 booster boxes so far. Goodness gracious. Oh, I guess I did get the Hollow Noctowl out of this. Did I get it out of this box? No, that was last box. I don't remember. I've only got 2 Noctowls. Maybe I did get the Hollow Noctowl out of this box. No, I don't know. Another Cinderace. Trombone. Nothing there. Yeah, Cinderace way more common than Noctowl. It seems. Another Zeraora Hollow Rare. There we go. Another Raboot. I am going to be logging on to eBay.com and placing an order for some Noctowl, it seems. Yeah, that's what we got going on. Another Lapdog. I feel like I'm, let's see, on the turtle front. What am I rocking with the turtles so far? I feel like I only need like a few turtles, and I've got 3. I feel like that's more than enough. Well, I'd say probably exactly enough. 3 turtles seems fine. The Turtle Palkia deck is probably playing 2 turtles, right? But I guess you kind of have to have the Palkia list only play 2. Right. That's what I'm saying. Nice. We've got another Gulpin. I think you only need 2 turtle. And thank you, Riley, for that tier 2 sub and the 67 months. Oh, he's cool. The Zeraora Art Rare. I know there's some Zeraora fans out there. Probably love this guy. That's pretty sick. It's our first one of those. Let's go. Awesome. Come on. Earthworm. Not who we want, worm. We've got more than a playset of worm, I think. Plenty of worms. We need owls. Be hype if we could go art rare, owl, owl hollow in this box, and end with 4 owls just barely. Nope. The Hydrapple art rare has been really cool, though. Definitely excited about that. I would like to get one more Terapagos EX. That would feel good. As I'd feel like we'd have a little more buffer room. Dang. We are going to end up real short this set on cards we need out of 6. Whoa! Look at that. Our second Noctowl. Not a moment too soon. Okay, cool. Hype. That's 2 birds. So I've got 3 Noctowl total. There's still an art rare in this box. 1 art rare remains. Did I pull my secret rare yet? I don't think so, right? I think the Bravery Charm was last box. Thank you, Find the Yeti, for that Prime sub. What are we hunting for? Noctowls. Oh, these last 3 packs should be loaded, actually, because I've got A-Spec, I've got Art Rare, and I should have a Secret Rare, I think. Got another Bomb. Cool. So I was able to get... I think there's 3 A-Specs in this set, and I got all 3 of them, so that's great. Impidimp, Cubone, Leap, and Full Art Worm. Oh, yeah. Great. Love it. Wonderful. Yeah, what a beautiful addition to the collection. Yeah. Thank goodness we got the worm, y'all. Thank goodness. And he's pogging out of his gourd. Okay. Final booster pack. I think there's an art rare in here. I think. Let's see. Electabuzz. Phalanx. Raboot. Nope. Metacham. All right. And that is it for the opening. Let's take a look at everything we got. I've got 3 Terapagos EX, 2 regular arts, and I've got the 1 full art. So I should have enough of those. I got the full art Worm, the full art Crispin, the full art Kafu. It is Kafu, right? And the gold Bravery Charm, which is going to be really awesome for my Gym Leader Challenge decks. And then we did get some absolutely stunning Kofu. That's right, not Kafu, Kofu. We did get some absolutely stunning art rares, which I'm really excited about. Gulpin is certainly a top tier art rare. The Zeraora. Noctowl might be my favorite of the art rares. It is so good. And it's a Kamiya too? Goodness. Oh no, it's not Kamiya, it's Kayama. All right, never mind. I was gonna say that's not a Kamiya. It doesn't look like Kamiya. It's Kayama. But still, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous art rare. Love that. The cave looks great. The texture on the owl looks great. It's wonderful. And then we also got the brilliant Hydrapple secret art rare. Turtonator in his little cave. Raboot, his little snowball. Ledian, Metatite, Laleep, and Archaludon. Beautiful. And then as far as our, let's see, we got 2. Guess I'm not keeping those in sleeves. That's fine. 2 of the bugs, I think. That's not enough Galvantula if I want to build a Galvantula deck. Probably want 1 more Galvantula. We got 2 Galvantula. We got way too many worms, that's for sure. We got a play set of worms, and we got the full art worm. I thought I pulled a 3rd Galvantula. Maybe it's in here. Ah, I did pull a 3rd Galvantula. Great. Okay. Wonderful. 3, that's good. I can work with 3. So we got 3 Galvantula. We got the 4 worms. I've got way more Lapdog than anybody needs. 5 Lapras EX. A pair of Cinderace EX. We got 3 Hydrapple EX. A pair of Dachshund. And 3 Metacham EX. Right there. The Ace-Specs. I think we got 2 bombs. 3 trees. And a crystal. There we go. 3 trees. 2 bombs. 1 crystal. They are looking a little warpy. Maybe they sat out in the sun when they got delivered to my house. Something like that. I don't know. Feeling a little bit like the humidity got the best of them. But that's okay. These cards are meant to be played anyways. We got only 1 of these Raging Bolt guys. And a pair of Noctowl. So some of the holo rares were pretty tough to come by, it seems. We did get plenty of like your Fan Rotoms. We got plenty of Trumpets. Like the Trumpets were not a problem. Fan Rotom was not a problem. Bouffalant's not a problem. None of that stuff was any problem. Plenty of Stadiums, you know. We got all that stuff. That was cool. But the Noctowl, 6 booster boxes, and not being able to pull a playset of Noctowl was kind of tough, but that is, I think we just low rolled really bad. And that's just what it is. You know, you're not guaranteed 1 Noctowl per box, though you probably will average out to about 1, you know, maybe slightly less. You're probably like 0.9 Noctowl per box or something like that, like 0.8. Yeah, counting the art rare, we do have 3, which is cool. I'll probably order just a few more because if I'm playing tabletop games, it's quite likely that both me and my opponent might want to be using Noctowl. So we can, I'll probably place an order for a few more of those. All right. Wonderful. That was fun. That was quite fun. Thank you guys for joining me during all of that. It is hot as heck up here. Man, like sweaty, like just really gross actually. I think that the air conditioning got turned off while I was gone on vacation, and it is having trouble getting back cooking again. You can see me glistening, can't you? I think, let's see. Play a little TCG Live. We could play a little TCG Live. I do have quite a bit of video editing that I have to get to, but it's like almost too hot in here to like focus and edit video. So trying to like plan out what the remainder of my day is going to look like. Yeah, thank you, Phil and Carrot Sticks, for those subs. I appreciate it. Goodness. Yeah, I'm kind of like sweating bullets over here. Let's see. I do have a video from Pig Chef that he had just edited up for me not too long ago while I was away on vacation. So I do have a video from Pig Chef that I need to produce and get that onto YouTube. So I think I'm going to work on that for the next couple hours. So thank you guys all so much for the stream. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully the AC will be kicking a little bit better, because right now, as you can see, I'm kind of just like dying out here. So I'm going to spend some time working on my upcoming YouTube video. Hopefully I get that out this afternoon. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Pokemon TCG Live gameplay, all right? And we'll get to continue catching up and chatting about everything Pokemon. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Ice Cubus, for that Prime sub in the 4 months. And thank you all for being here. I'll be back tomorrow. See ya.